Right, so me and Matt are back on Morton fisheries, and we haven't fished in a while, to be fair, have we? We've only fished it once.
Yeah, back in the past, nobody caught anything basically. That was in the middle of winter.
That's when I first met Matt, and now here we are fishing probably another 7 times since then.
Yeah.
But this today is looking promising, isn't it, Matt?
Yeah, definitely promising. Hopefully we've seen a couple of fish in the margins, but we're on the best spots we can, so hopefully we can have some fish out.
Yeah, there's absolutely tons of fish all around this margin. As you can see, it's a nice day. Me and Matt are in t-shirts, not even cold, Matt's in shorts. So fingers crossed we can get rods out fast, get a few quick fish. And in these 2 pegs around this area the other day, someone had a 30-pounder out of Morton fisheries, which I think is the first 30-pounder that's actually been confirmed in this lake, so
yeah,
that's exciting.
Yeah, definitely. There's some big fish in here then.
So let's get setting up and get rods out as soon as possible. So sorry if it's a bit windy, but I've got my rig set up now, and what I've got is a rosette popper on a spinner rig with a helicopter system. And what I'm going to do is literally underarm cast this right onto the end of this tree here, and on the other rod just stick it out a bit. I haven't really even showed you around my peg, so before I get this rod in, let me show you around my peg and what my tactics are. Right, so this is my peg, and it's very windy, and I do really apologise for this wind. So on this peg it is very, very small space, but there's not much room in here. But I'm going to put one right at the end of this willow tree, and everyone knows willow trees are carpy as. So one at the end of that willow tree, and one just probably 3 or 4 rod lengths over there. It's very windy and I won't get this rod in, so let's get that in, and then when that rod's in, I'm going to whack some of that bait in, and I'll also after I've got my rod in, show you how I've made up that bait. So let's get this rod in, and hopefully this wind goes away soon. So that rod is in, and I'm going to get some of this bait out, and just before I get this bait out, let me tell you how I made this. What I did, first of all, I chucked loads of rosehip boilies into this bucket, and then after that I got the CM1 and also chucked a load of that into it. Then I grabbed my boilie grinder, went over and got a load of CM1 and rosehip and grinded it all up into the bucket. Then to finish that off, I put the CM1 glug into the bucket, and then all the powders are connected onto the boilies, and it will all let go and let all the flavours go as it's in the water. And to finish it all off, I put a load of pellets in, which just made it perfect. So now let's get this bait in. Right, so on my second rod I'm using a CM1 pop-up and just a bait scattered around it again. So let's get that in, but I just had like a line or something through that rod, but there was a few fish crashing on top of my rod, so it was probably a liner and a fish swimming through the line. So let's get this other rod out, just a few rod lengths straight out in front. Okay, so I just chucked that last bit of bait in, and it kind of went on the spot, it kind of didn't. A bit short, but I think it will be okay. So yeah, I'm going to set up my bivvy now and set up a few other things. Right, so I'm currently sitting in Matt's peg. There's Matt right there. And we're just chilling really. My peg is literally there, only like 4 meters, 3 meters away. And yeah, nothing has really happened. We've seen quite a lot of fish crash. But other than that, I've had a few little dropbacks, but it could have been like an undercurrent in the water because it was very windy when that was happening. The wind is still quite strong, but it's not as bad as it was earlier, and it's definitely going to be a windy night. So all we could do now is sit tight. We've had our tea, and fingers crossed we can have fish soon. So if anything else happens, I'll update you, but other than that, I'll catch you later. Right, so I just made a bit more bait up because I used it all up earlier, and I've got some here, and I'm just going to do a couple of scoops on each spot just before I go in my bivvy and stick a film on or something. So first one, right, that'll do for the night then. We'll get some more bait in the morning, but hopefully we would have had a carp come in through the night and clear it on that spot and then bite my rod. So let's get it back in the bivvy. Right, so me and Matt are now sitting down with some hot chocolates, and the weather is nice, to be fair. It's about 12 degrees at the moment, and it's not going to go much colder, is it?
Yeah, it's swapped up a bit, definitely. The wind's died down, and it is still windy, but it's not too bad at the moment.
Not as bad as it was anyway. So we're currently having a little social, just having a little chat. As we say, Matt's sorting me out with some hot chocolate, so I'm happy, Matt's happy. And yeah, it's been a good night, to be fair. If I don't catch today, I'm just going to change my name to Noah Catches, because it clearly works for Matt Catches.
So gonna jinx it, I'm telling you.
It's got to work for me. So, and then if that still doesn't work, as I just said in Matt's video, we'll just push Matt in the lake. There's content for you. So if let me know if the video's getting a bit boring. I'll just chuck Matt in the lake for you.
Do you know what, that'll make a pretty good 1,000 subscriber special.
That will do a good video, to be fair. No, lost and fishing pushes Matt catches in the lake. Sounds good to me.
10,000 likes. I've got it. 7,000 subscriber special. You can jump in the lake.
Or you can jog on. Thanks very much for supporting this channel, watching the videos, liking and subscribing, because I've just hit 7,000 subs, and I will be doing a small giveaway of like a £50 Angling Direct gift card soon, and then when I hit 8k I'll do a big giveaway, 9k even bigger, then 10k a huge giveaway. So make sure you go down below, subscribe and hit the bell notification button so you're notified when I do this giveaway. So me and Matt now again sit back, finish off our hot chocolates and have a little social, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm gonna pot noodle on, so hurry up and I'll eat that.
Yep, so we'll catch you in a bit, and hopefully next time you see one of us is with a fish on the end of the rod. And also, if you want to see Matt's side of this video, go over to Matt's video, link will be in the description. So I'll catch you later. Right, so I'm currently chilling in my sleeping bag still, and it's like just turned 10 o'clock on the dot, and it's absolutely smashing down. It's been smashing down all morning. I've just done myself a pot noodle for breakfast, and yeah, nothing really through the night, not even many beeps at all really. I had a fish crash on my spot a couple times this morning, but not really much action at all. I was really expecting to have one by now, and especially in the night, but I just chucked a bit more bait out. All I can do now is cross my fingers and sit tight, so I'll update you if there's anything else new, but hopefully this rain backs off by the time I need to pack up, because that is not going to be fun to pack down in. So I'll update you in a bit.
What's going on here, Noah?
I think we drinks it.
Oh no.
Oh no, I've got it out,
Is it out?
Yeah. Oh, right.
He's in?
Yeah.
Don't lift your rod up. This does not is it caught in that tree? As you can see, it's in that tree so far, which is not very good. Oh, does this fish come off? Oh, that's crap.
Oh, that was a screamer. Oh, I'm so mad. Yeah, fish is off.
It's off, yeah. Oh, bloody hell.
So, as you just saw from that little clip that Matt just got, I just lost my first fish of the year. So, as you can really see from the clip, I couldn't really do much. I saw my rod beep, it screamed off, and the drag was quite tight to be fair, because I'm fishing close to these trees. But I also want the drag a bit loose so we can swim off away from the trees. So what happened, it pulled some line and it got out just out above that willow tree, and then it just started whacking right. So I was pulling it this way and it was coming, and then it just went straight in the willow tree. So it did get caught in the willow tree, but the fish unhooked itself anyway, luckily, because I would have had to go in to release the fish anyway if it was stuck on there for a while and I couldn't get it out. But the fish unhooked itself and then my line snapped. So at least and the rig is out the water, it's stuck to the tree. So at least no fish were harmed from it. But it is a shame that I didn't catch. I've just tied up a new setup here. I'm just doing the exact same what I had on before because it worked, a CM1 pop-up and that. So I'm going to get that out, same spot, and also get some bait out on it, and then again freshen up my other rod as well. So let's do that now. Right, so my rods are back out, both of them freshened up, fresh bait over them, and I'm absolutely soaking like, this coat is not very waterproof. I am soaked to my t-shirt, so I'm going to take this off and let it hopefully dry out for when I pack it down. But I really do hope I can get another one on and have another chance of getting a fish, because I'm absolutely gutted after losing that fish. But what can I do? Happens to everyone at the end of the day. So all I can do now is hopefully bag a fish soon. So let me try and dry off this coat and hopefully give me another chance, Carp. So Mr. Carp, if you can hear me, I know you can't because it's rain, but come and buy that hook bait again. Give me another chance. Right, let's get straight into trying this coat. Right, so I'm currently reeling in my rods for the day now, and unfortunately I've not had any fish, but I did lose that fish earlier, which was not very fun, especially considering it was completely and utterly smashing it down when that happened. But at least we had a bit of action for the video, and we'll be back on the bank next weekend. The fish have started showing signs of spawning here, and they're having a few other lakes as well. So I'll have to see how it's looking for next weekend. So, but I'll try my best to get some sort of video out. I'll probably go lure fishing next weekend with Matt, I think. But yeah, the rods are basically in now. So thanks very much for watching this week's video, and I hope you have enjoyed. Hopefully I can get a fish on the bank soon. But thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.